Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to FNW Blitz. I am Master Good. We are coming to you from Kansas City, Missouri. Get ready for some one-on-one action tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Isabella.
We started off the night on a very high note. Isabella pumped up as usual, making her way to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the official second episode of Bliss, but officially the third episode altogether of two shows. Think of FNW Blitz as the Monday Night Raw of FNW and Grand Prix as this SmackDown of FNW.
From Miami, Florida, Patricia Kaplan.
Patricia Kaplan once again making a very hot entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It won't be too long until you see some championship gold around that waist. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Bowser Flatliner for the inspiration and putting all this together. Isabella's going to start this off with a beautiful takedown to Kaplan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know by now, Bowser Flatliner has BNRF Wrestling on Twitch. Kaplan has Isabella up against the ropes, and the referee's going to call for a rope break here. And Kaplan takes down Isabella with a standing slam. Isabella no sells, grabs Kaplan, tossed to the ring, ropes, and a beautiful kick to the face. Kaplan stirring. Isabella not going to give her a chance to get back up to a vertical base. These ladies are here to fight, and Isabella with a beautiful moonsault to Kaplan. Kick out at one. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to let you know what's going on. In this show, what I do is I go through the community creations. I pick out some of the best creations out there, and I just add them to the show, give them a little storyline, and I just move on to the next one. Eventually, I believe eventually I'm gonna maybe kind of slowly drift away from that and introduce my own personal roster, very similar to BNRF Wrestling. But if I do see, I'm still gonna browse the community, and I still will eventually, like occasionally, new wrestlers will pop up. But back to the action here. Isabella looked like she's in control. Beautiful hurricanrana to Kaplan. And Kaplan right back on the offensive. Here's the cover. And a kick out at 1. Kaplan tossed to the corner. And Kaplan eats a very standing looking missile drop kick from Isabella. Isabella, very vicious side. And Isabella misses the hurricanrana, got pushed down by Kaplan. Kaplan's going to capitalize and just works on the leg of Isabella right here. Kaplan looking to put this away, but Isabella is not going to lay down. Isabella, beautiful reverse clothesline. Another standing moonsault. And here's the cover. Kick out at 2. That was very close, Isabella. And Kaplan is showing the viewers her athleticism. And that was a close near fall. And the core strength of Kaplan. And these ladies are very impressive tonight in the opening match of FNW Blitz. Kaplan with the elbow drop. 2, 3. And Kaplan puts it away with a standing elbow drop. Wow. Does she have some steel in those? In those elbow pads? Kaplan here, a fan favorite, taking the W. And look at this core strength by Kaplan. Beautiful, beautiful.
Here is your winner, Patricia Kaplan.
Kaplan knows she's good, and she's going to let the whole world know it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what's coming up next? Let's see. Coming up next is a triple threat. Bushi, Isaiah Scott, and Chris Cash. Coming up next on Blitz. Stay tuned.
Making his way to the ring from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 190 pounds, Isaiah Scott.
Isaiah Scott, as suave as ever, making his way to the ring. Where can I get a pair of glasses like that? I've been to every sunglass hunt.
And his opponents, first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 204 pounds, Bush.
New Japan's own Bushi makes his way to the ring. He is gonna take his sweet time. Exactly. Come on, let's go, man. I tell you, folks, man, this game is still surprising me every day. Sometimes I always find some new stuff. This crowd is not impressed at Bushi's slow saunter to the ring, but Bushi doesn't care. He does what he wants. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes another crowd favorite, Chris Cash.
And from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 215 pounds, Chris Cashman.
Chris Cash, like I said, another crowd favorite from Detroit. Detroit made, Detroit bred. You gotta watch this guy in action. He has a very quick maneuver which I personally like to call the cash flow. Maybe he'll bust it out tonight. Let's see. As these competitors get ready for triple threat action. And let's go. Bush takes down with a hurricanrana to Scott. Chris Cash, very impressive. But Isaiah Scott back on the offensive. And Bushi with the quick suplex takes down Scott. And Chris Cash was standing there. I think in his head he thought that him and Scott were gonna tag team on Bushi, and Scott with the quick wake up call. Bushi stomping the leg into the midsection of Scott, and here's the cover. Cash making it back into the ring. The twerk of the leg on Cash. Bushi stomping the mud hole in Cash, but Cash way back on the offensive. Scott's gonna just take a breather here. Cash and Scott now gonna square up. Toss to the corner, and Cash missing the body blow, and Scott's going to capitalize. Scott misses the drop kick, and Bushi's going to capitalize now. Bushi having a tough time deciding which, and a tornado DDT takes down Cash. Is the cover? One. No. Scott making his way back into the ring. Bushi still working on Cash. And Scott looking like he doesn't know where he is. Takes a missile drop kick from Bushi. Cash recovers. Locks up with Bushi. And Bushi takes out Cash over the top rope with a brutal clothesline. These three competitors, everyone for themselves in this match, but you'll get temporary alliances to get one out of the way. No DQ in this triple threat match. Scott missing the drop kick. Bushi's going to capitalize with a backbreaker. And Cash looking desperately to make it back to a vertical base. And Cash is going to try to steal this one, but Bushi, no, does not allow it. One, two, and 1.5 kick out. Cash with the over the shoulder, and Scott planting Cash down. Toss to the corner, Cash. A beautiful standing kick. Here's the cover. And Bushi's going to break up this encounter. Flying kick to the face of Cash. Backbreaker to Cash. Cash is going to roll out and try to recover. But Scott got Bushi up for, which looks like a standing double knee to the chest. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and no. And Bushi, instead of taking the opportunity to cover Scott, allows Cash to get back in the ring and pays for it. Cash looks like he's going to go for the cover here. And Bushi's just going to stand there and let it happen. Looks like Bushi changed his mind. Back in. Beautiful DDT. Goes for the cover. 2. No. Another near fall. And Bushi with the submission move here. And Cash, with like he has eyes behind his head, dodges the clothesline from Scott. Here's the cover. And Bushi looks like he is up to something here, but Scott intercepts just in time. And looks like we're going to get a beautiful high moonsault on Bushi. And I think Bushi is out, so is Cash. Scott's going to look to put an exclamation point on this. And no, Bushi playing possum. Like a code breaker to the face, busting Scott wide open. And Bushi, no, Scott reverses. Scott eats a. Well, Cash looks like he's gonna. Is he? Super kick to the face, and here's the pin. No. And Bushi from behind on Scott. Neck breakers. And Bushi standing tall. Here's the cover. 1. No. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are enjoying this little side hobby project. I'm just doing this for fun. And Chris Cass with the submission move here. Bushi surprisingly kicks out with a code breaker to the face of Cash. And Scott hard rights to Bushi, and Bushi retaliates with some hard rights, and another Cash, another code breaker into another submission move. And Scott looking to be in trouble here. Scott is going to break out of this one. Takes Bushi over the ropes. And Cash. Scott catches Cash right in the act. And here's the cover. 2. No. And Scott's going to look. Throwback. And Scott with another submission move here. Will Cash tap out? Bushi's looking on. And Cash gets out of the submission move. Bushi enters back into the ring. Cash, I believe he was looking for the cash flow and he missed. And Bushi is trying to decide which one to cover. And Scott wearing the crimson mask, but he's still in this. Bushi's going to go up to the top rope. Crashes and burns, but he quickly recovers. And Cash looks like he's going to put in a submission maneuver of his own. Bushi breaks out. Sitting DDT. Another code breaker to the face of Scott. And Scott no sells and looks like he's gonna put this away. And Cash had time to recover, so it's a kick out at 2. And Cash with the cash flow. Cash into the submission move. Looks like Scott is gonna. Is he gonna tap here? No. Beautiful maneuver by Bushi. I think that was the Canadian Destroyer. I'm not sure. But Bushi with the submission lock here. And Cash is looking to recover. Double team on Scott. And now these two looks like they're going to settle it between them. I think Scott is out. He's got that glazed over look in his face. He's staring into the rafters. Bushi. Another submission maneuver, but Cash is going to fight his way out of this one. DDT. And Cash rolls out to the ring to recover. But Bushi missing the drop kick and standing jumping DDT to and near fall. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Bushi has been busted open, but we really can't tell. And Cash standing super kick, and here's the cover, and no. Scott is bleeding profusely here in the ring, and Cash has got this wind burst of energy. He's got Bushi up, and Bushi flips out of Cash with another cash flow. But he didn't get all of it in. These three competitors putting on a pay-per-view caliber match. And speaking of pay-per-views, our annual first pay-per-view, Slamfest, you could think of that as the WrestleMania of FNW. So a few weeks away, and Isaiah Scott with a beautiful maneuver here. And Chris Cash no sells. And is still on the adrenaline high into another submission maneuver. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Slamfest is going to be here in a few weeks. Like I said, Slamfest is going to introduce all the FNW titles, and new champions will be crowned. Standing slam by Scott. And Chris Cass serves a super kick, to Scott. And Chris Cash dropping Scott on the back of his head and into another submission maneuver. And Bushi on the outside, he looks like he's coming to his senses. Code breaker. Bushi has been serving these code breakers out left and right. But these two competitors are not going to give into it. And Bushi with the count. No. Near fall at 2. And Bushi into the submission hold. Cass muscles out of it. Here's the cover. 1, 2. No. Scott's a bloody mess. Gonna go take another breather. Out by Chris Cash. Chris Cash, this is his chance to put this away. Chris Cash with the neck breaker from the outside in. And Bushi no sells and drives Cash's face to the mat with a brutal DDT. And Scott is back in the ring. I don't know how Scott is still in this. But he gets Bushi up with a beautiful kick to the face. And Scott is going to go up top. And Bushi catches him and slams him almost directly onto Cash. Ladies and gentlemen, the action is almost hard to keep up with. And Cash got Scott in the road for another neck breaker. Slam here. And Cash with the cover. 1, 2. And Cash is going to take the W here. I think Bushi is knocked out on the side of the ropes there. Very, very entertaining match here. Very impressive matchup. These three competitors
Here is your winner.
gave it their all, but
Cashman.
Cash proved a little too much for them both and came out with the W here. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have Chavo Guerrero up against the very dangerous Victor Drago.
You fill up my senses.
Hey, Kane, give it a rest. You stink. Don't quit your day job.
The smart way to burn fat. Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, fake sponsors everywhere. Stacker 2.
Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 211 pounds, Kelvin White.
The legend Chavo Guerrero makes his way to the ring. And you gotta think, he's going up against a very dangerous opponent. These crowds know who Chavo Guerrero is. Nephew of the late great Eddie Guerrero. Chavo, of course, using Eddie Guerrero's theme as honor of his uncle.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Russian gladiator, Victor Drago.
Victor Drago, you've seen this guy in action. He has some very, very hard-hitting blows. Almost every match, he leaves his opponents a bloody mess. He goes one-on-one with the legend and Chavo Guerrero. Chavo looks ready. Drago looks like he's ready to hurt. Let's get it on. Punch to the midsection. And Drago already with a club and blow behind the head of Guerrero. And Chavo with a kick to the midsection and a very nice clothesline to Drago. Drago with the takedown. Drago's gonna drag Chavo to the middle of the ring. Looks to put this away early, but no. Drago, like I said, with those hard rights will send you reeling. And Chavo don't want to be in the corner with this guy. And Chavo holding his own against Drago. Hip toss to Drago. Kick to the big back. Chavo looks like he's going to work on the back of Drago. Very smart move, but Drago, like I said, and Guerrero showing a real bit of aggression here. He knows he's up against a very dangerous individual. Chavo with the flying elbow drop is going to go for the cover. But I saw that coming a mile away. Drago's not going to, And Drago missing a Superman punch. And Guerrero's going to capitalize. Guerrero with the headlock. Drago, I don't think he feels it one bit. And Drago's going to easily punch out of this one. Drago with the guillotine drop on the top rope. And Guerrero caught the leg of Drago there. But back into the corner goes Guerrero. And like I said, if you're up against Drago, the corner is not where you want to be. Drago's stiff handwork has busted open many of our opponents. Drago here in FNW, even though he's still in the World Boxing Association here, has also been in MMA. And Guerrero impressively holding his own against Drago. Stunning DDT right there. And Chavo Guerrero is stalking Drago here. And Drago knows not going to let that happen. Tosses Guerrero into the corner. And this is why you don't want to be in the corner with Drago. These stiff right hands. And Guerrero, surprisingly, catches the leg of Drago and let him eat pavement. And Guerrero here with the combination. Beautiful body slam. Guerrero here with the headlock. Drago looks like he surprisingly got took by surprise. He's struggling here a little bit. And Drago with the takeover. Gonna drive Chavo's head to the turnbuckle. And here's the cover. Guerrero's going to kick out at one. And Drago got Guerrero in his sights with the Superman punch. And here's the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Drago is going to take this one home. Ladies and gentlemen, Chavo Guerrero, very impressive, but Drago is a very dangerous, powerful individual, and he just showed this crowd why. This is one individual you don't want to meet down a dark alley.
Here is your winner, the Russian Gladiator, Victor Drago.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next on Blitz is this young man, Jake Gordon. He makes his debut match on Blitz. We saw him on the Grand Prix, but he's coming up next. But who is his opponent gonna be? Looks like our question is going to be answered here. the Muay Thai champion, Sagat.
Making his way to the ring from Thailand, weighing in at 330 pounds, Tiger. His opponent from Portland, Oregon, weighing in at 250 pounds, Jake Gordon.
Jake Gordon, once again, a fan favorite, especially to the ladies here. Gordon was very impressive in this match on the Grand Prix. He's here tonight on Blitz. He's going to take on the Muay Thai champion, who stands at an impressive like 7'3". Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just spitballing there, but Sagat is very tall individual. But Jake Gordon looks like he's ready to go, and let's get it on. Sagat right away scoops Gordon up for a front slam. Kick to the back of Gordon. Sagat, he's not giving Gordon any room to breathe here. A beautiful knee to the face of Gordon. There's the cover. Gordon kicks out at 1. Gordon with a beautiful snap suplex. To do that to a guy as tall as Sagat is very impressive. Gordon planting Sagat's face in the mat. Very impressive. Gordon has the big guy reeling here. Sagat with the front slam again. Stiff forearm smashes to the side of the head of Gordon. And there's a guillotine off the top rope. Sagat is ruthless. I've seen this guy street fight. And as you know, street fighting has absolutely no rules. And Sagat is very brutal in the streets. Gordon's reverse DDT on the former Muay Thai champion. Sagat with the side headlock. Gordon's gonna fight his way out of. Sagat pressing the feet into the side of the face of Gordon. Gordon is reeling after that one. Gordon with the fake out kick. And Sagat looks like he didn't appreciate that. Sagat looking to put this away. Sagat with these lethal feet, but Gordon no sells and uses his whole body to take down the Muay Thai champion. Gordon with impressive strength here, able to pick up Sagat and drive him to the mat, and here's the cover. Gordon can't believe it. Yeah, Gordon stalking the former Muay Thai champion, looking to put this away, and got him up on his shoulders, spinning side DDT maneuver, and no, Sagat kicks out at 2. Very impressive by Gordon. Gordon with a bit of frustration, looking to make the Muay Thai champion tap out here. Is he gonna tap? Hard right to the face of Gordon, and Sagat picks Gordon up with ease, and a tiger uppercut to Gordon, and Sagat with a combination here. Sagat's feeling it. And no, Gordon catches Sagat, picks him up and slams him to the mat. Sagat is going to take a breather on the outside of the ring. Gordon is playing up to the crowd. And Gordon with the reverse DDT. Gordon with a combination of his own. And a head full of steam. Jumping clothesline to Sagat. And Gordon has the 7'2" giant down to the mat. Gordon's talking a little trash here. Sagat to the turnbuckle. And Gordon's going to kick to the midsection and another face nudge. And a body steamrolling cannonball body blow. And Gordon goes for the cover. And 1, 2. I believe Gordon showed very impressive in this match, but he showed everyone, even Sagat seems a little impressed, but Sagat picks Gordon up and slams him down to the mat. And it looks like Sagat is revving up for the tiger kick. And here is the cover. 1, 2, and no. And Sagat is he cannot believe it. He's in disbelief. Sagat looking for the tiger knee, misses, but recovers and turns puts Gordon down on the mat, I should say. And here's the cover. Kick out at 2. So God is showing a bit of frustration. What's he got to do to put Gordon down? And the big guy goes up to the top rope. This is very rare to see. Drop the hammer down on Gordon. And here's the cover. The near fall. Sagat is very frustrated. Takes a time to think about how he's going to put Gordon down, but Gordon recovers, but Sagat dodges out of the way of that kick. Back body drop. Gordon catches the leg and eats a foot for his troubles. And Sagat is going to wrap this one up. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Gordon very impressive in this matchup. I think even Sagat was impressed. Multiple near falls. Jake Gordon even taking a tiger kick to the face and still kicks out.
Here is your winner, Tiger.
Sagat looks like he's contemplating that whole match. I think Jake Gordon took him by surprise, but coming up next, Kelvin Crush goes one-on-one with the Demented. These two have a long history stemming back from SmackDown, the original PlayStation game. Knock, I hope you're watching. These two rekindle their long rivalry.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Kelvin Crush.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of BNRF, Kelvin Crush he makes an appearance in that promotion also. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, BNRF, hosted by Bowser Flatliner. You could catch it on Twitch TV.
And his opponent from Transylvania, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Destroyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Demented. The big purple monster in this case. Makes his way to the ring. these two competitors, like I said earlier, longtime rivals from SmackDown, the first wrestling game on the original PlayStation. For years, they've been multiple championships in other promotions, but they're here in FNW. And ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. Manta with a hard right, taking Kelvin Crush down to the mat. Multiple stomps to the back of Kelvin Crush and the Demented. No love lost between these two. The Demented, like he's having flashbacks in the middle of the ring. Kelvin Crush catches a leg and a spinning takedown on the Demented. Kelvin Crush with the hard right to the Demented. Here's the cover, way too early. And Crush tries to take another shot at the Demented. Demented with a running DDT. Shades of the Undertaker. Demented as Crush into the ropes and ricochets him off from the top. And Crush with a surprising front face slam to the mat. And here's with the submission. And will the Purple Monster tap? And I'm sorry Crush, but that's not in his repertoire. Of course, Crush, being the son of Kenny C, which Kenny C calls himself the franchise, the son of the franchise here, as the Purple Monster. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, in BNRF, Kelvin Crush sometimes frequents a near fall by Crush. But I had the opportunity to talk to Kelvin Crush, and he says that, you know, one of his goals is to, you know, maybe become a belt collector like the current. And here comes, no, Crush, Orange Crush to the Demented. And Kelvin Crush gonna put this away. What an upset. Ladies and gentlemen, like I was about to say, I had a conversation with Crush, and Crush told me that, you know, why not? The more organizations to showcase his skills, the better. But Crush taking this win from the Purple Monster here, was going to go for a choke slam and caught him with the Orange Crush.
Here is your winner, Kelvin Crush.
Crush, very impressive here. shocking these fans by taking down the Demented. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Chris Danger goes one-on-one with Kevin Knight. This ought to be, as the good old JR would say, a slobber knocker. That's coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, Chris Danger was making his way to the ring, and Calvin Crush blindsided him in a fit of jealous rage. But Chris Danger is he's here to fight tonight. He might have his hands full, and Kevin Knight,
And his opponent, from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 471 pounds, Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight with Paul Heyman in tow. And if you know the history of Paul Heyman guys always are high championship material guys, and it won't be long until you see some gold around the waist of this man machine in Kevin Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, FNW has been fictionally brought to you tonight by Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. Chris Danger looks ready to go, so does Kevin Knight, and let's go. And straight out of the gate, Chris Danger with a running missile dropkick. Kevin Knight tosses Danger to the turnbuckle, and a head full of steam, body press. And Kevin Knight driving the face of Chris Danger to the mat. That's going to upset some of the ladies in the crowd here. And Kevin Knight gets easily taken over by Chris Danger. Chris Danger, beautiful maneuver. Chris Danger looks fired up tonight. And Kevin Knight will be more than happy to put that fire out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from Kansas City, Missouri. Are there any Missouris out there that is anyone from Missouri, or what would you call them, a Missourian out there that's watching this program? Hey, you know, say in the comments what are the good things to do in Missouri. And Chris Danger. These two looks like they're talking trash. And Kevin Knight, huge individual, those massive arms are on the neck of Chris Danger. Chris Danger seems to be reeling here. Kevin Knight with an elbow drop on the chest of Danger. Here's the cover. Danger kicks out at 1. And Paul Heyman out at ringside. And Kevin Knight standing on the hand of Danger and talking trash. Over the head leg pull there. And with Heyman barking orders at Kevin Knight. Don't give Chris Danger an inch. And Chris Danger with a DDT to Kevin Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, I know Kevin Knight stands tall over Danger, but don't. Chris Danger with the head full of steam takes down Kevin Knight, and that's what I'm talking about. Chris Danger, multi-time champion in very big organizations. You could catch him currently on FNW, FNW Madness. And the taste of Danger takes Kevin Knight off his feet. And come on, ref. And Danger is going to go up top. Shooting star press to Kevin Knight. Danger very impressive in this matchup too. And Kevin Knight kicks out. But like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, no, don't be fooled. Chris Danger, multi-time champion, and he's held many belts in his career. He is currently the AEW Internet Championship. Or the Internet Champion, sorry. Kevin Knight missing the big boot. Chris Danger takes advantage and tosses Kevin Knight over the top rope. Chris Danger is going to work on Kevin Knight on the outside of the ring. Tosses him back in. Chris Danger begging Kevin Knight to get back on his feet, and knee to the face of Kevin Knight. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Toss into the turnbuckle. Chris Danger taking the legs out from under Kevin Knight. And Paul Heyman trying to serve a distraction, taking off the turnbuckle pad. Paul Heyman looking out for his client, his meal ticket. And Chris Danger and Paul Heyman is going to share some words there. Kevin Knight taking Danger by surprise and slamming him to the mat. And Kevin Knight dropping the elbow on the chest of Danger. Paul Heyman served as a distraction. And here's the combination by Kevin Knight. Danger into the turnbuckle. And Kevin Knight beautifully dodges the turnbuckle back into the ring and clotheslines Danger. And here's Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight with the, which looks like a tossing cutter. Chris Danger no sells and delivers a sharp taste of danger to Kevin Knight. Paul Heyman once again as a distraction. Kevin Knight takes advantage, and Danger is not going to let Kevin Knight sling blade. I think Chris Danger is going to have to either take out Paul Heyman, but that'll lead to a disqualification. Don't want that. And Chris Danger blocks the right from Kevin, blocks the leg from Danger. And Kevin Knight moving like a cruiserweight for a man his size. Kevin Knight's looking to put this away. Kevin Knight with the pedigree on Chris Danger. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and Kevin Knight. Big upset. Huge upset. Is going to take this win home. And whoa. Here comes Eric Danger. And here's the stare down. Eric Danger, Kevin Knight stare down. But coming up next, Ruby Flash versus Veronica Rodriguez. It's coming up next on the Blitz.
Hey, Kane, nice scooter. Did somebody steal a tricycle?
Stupid way to burn fat. The smart way to burn fat. Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner.
Making her way to the ring from Miami, Florida, Redhead Flash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ruby Flash had some words with me earlier. He said that at Slamfest, she will become the first ever FNW Women's Champion, and to steal she also stole a line from Paul Heyman. That is a spoiler, not a predicament. Oh, however the line goes.
The Latina sensation, Victoria Rodriguez.
This ought to be a very, very interesting matchup. Victoria Rodriguez, very impressive. The last time we saw her in the ring. And Ruby Flash very quickly dodging that sweep move. That was quicker than a hiccup, and Rodriguez with a Hurricanrana to Flash. Kick to the back of the head of Flash by Rodriguez. Rodriguez showing early aggression in this match. But Ruby Flash, she may be short, but she's quicker than a, like I said earlier, quicker than a hiccup. A little bit of a glitch there. That was funny. Ruby Flash with the vicious stomps to the face of Rodriguez. And these ladies, please don't mess. These ladies are maybe beautiful, but they are brutal. And Ruby with the cover. Hurricanrana by Rodriguez to Flash. And Flash is gonna take out the legs as she tells this crowd what she thinks of them. And Flash on the top. Rodriguez might get herself counted out if she doesn't come to her senses. And she pulls Ruby out, and a bulldog to the outside mat. And Flash to the kick to the back of the knee of Rodriguez. Rodriguez retaliates with a kick to the midsection. And these ladies are going at it. A drop kick to Flash. And the referee's at the count of 6. Rodriguez tosses Flash back into the middle of the ring. And Flash with the running double knee to the back of Rodriguez. Rodriguez no sells. Rodriguez going to toss or drag Ruby to the section and a kick out at 1. And Flash not giving Rodriguez a chance to play up to this crowd. And Rodriguez kicks out at 1. And Flash is looking to enziguri to the head of Rodriguez. And Rodriguez, a kick to the midsection, stops the plans of whatever Ruby was thinking. And Rodriguez with a front takedown once again goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Ruby kicks out. And hoisted up on the shoulders, and Ruby reverses it into a reverse DDT. Ruby goes for the cover. 1, and a kick out at 1. Ruby showing a little bit of frustration here. And Ruby with the head twist. Cranking the neck of Rodriguez. And Rodriguez, she hoists Ruby up, and a slam takedown. And no. And she I think she would have had this match won. Why did she reverse it? That might cost her this match. But Veronica is up on top, waiting for Ruby to get to a vertical base. And a reverse punch to the gut. This is indeed awesome, and Ruby with a head full of steam. Twirling net backbreaker, sorry. And drop to the elbow, and Ruby, no. A near fall, and Ruby's gonna look to put this away with her patented move, the Ruby Cutter. And that, she hits that and it's all over. Ruby, no! No! And Ruby's in disbelief. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruby thought she had this one put away, and she is very frustrated. And Ruby's going up on top, and she is begging Veronica to get up on her feet, and the double knee takedown, that might do it. That might do it, and no! Veronica with the surprise head scissor takedown. Veronica very impressive in this matchup. Here's the cover, 1, 2, and Ruby kicks out at 2. And Veronica tosses Ruby to the outside and a shoulder tackle to the outside. Now Veronica is on top, begging Ruby to get up to her feet. And Ruby tosses her onto outside. And Veronica no sells and tosses Ruby right into the ring. And here comes Rodriguez with the standings side slam, and here's the cover. 1, 2, no! Veronica frustrated. These two ladies are putting on a clinic. Veronica with an impressive strength here. Veronica with the submission maneuver. Will Ruby tap? Oh, with the stretch. Is Ruby gonna tap? No, Ruby tries to reverse for a pin. And a spinning super kick. And here's the cover. 2. No! And Ruby is once again in disbelief. And I think Ruby is super frustrated. And Ruby's gonna try submission move. I know Veronica Rodriguez is gonna fight out of this one. This is an impressive main event here tonight. And Ruby's on. He's gonna put this away. One more Ruby cutter ought to put Rodriguez away. Ruby cutter. Inspired by the Diamond Cutter on Diamond Dallas page, and Ruby is the winner of the main event. Ruby, I wouldn't be laughing if I was you. Veronica almost had your number. Ladies and gentlemen, these two women came for a fight tonight. Veronica Rodriguez, very impressive. Ruby Flash, also very impressive. But all in all, the best woman won. Very impressive matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching another exciting episode of FNW Blitz. I will see you next time on Grand Prix. Goodbye and good night.